All right, guys, gals, friends, family, Steve Patton with General Patton Bushcraft, back with you with another super exciting video. Today's video is on Alone, Season 9. This is Episode 7, titled The Birds. And let's get right into it, friends. You know I'm super stoked about the Alone show. And they always open up with a quote. And we have a quote from John Muir. And into the forest I go to lose my mind and find my soul. Unquote. All right. The show starts with day 34. We got 7 people still. And the show starts with Terry. He's 30 years old from Hurricane, West Virginia. And he's singing a real cool song, friends. We find out that Terry spent 2 hours and 11 minutes and 8 different locations to shoot this real cool song. It's like an MTV video, friends. All right, but hey, he's lost Terry from Hurricane, West Virginia. He's lost 49 pounds, darn near 50 pounds so far. He needs 2,700 calories per day, friends. He goes down and cuts more fat off that beaver hide. And we see him eating nothing but beaver fat, frying up beaver fat, friends. He's got a tiny bit of beaver jerky left. All right, day 34 still, and the show moves on to Jessie. She's 49 years old from Pagosa Springs, Colorado, and she's still working on Hodgepodge Lodge. We see her fill her pot with water. She's got a little water cache up on top of her tarp, which is real cool. Good on Jessie. That night she cooks a squirrel. And she gets a squirrel in one of her traps that's been eaten on. It's got teeth marks on it. She said the head just damn near fell off of it. Maybe a fox, friends. Don't know yet. All right. The show goes back to Terry. He's cooking and eating that beaver fat. They show him briefly boiling that stuff up and really just kind of sustaining himself. That's all he has right now, friends. Okay, day 35 now, and the show moves to Adam. Adam's 36 years old from Fayetteville, Arkansas, and he's in camp cutting firewood, friends. And wouldn't you know it, a grouse flies right into camp. He shoots and kills that grouse. Another one flies into camp, friends. Adam, he has 2 grouse. He doesn't even leave his front yard. And we see him go down to the river to pluck and clean. And what do you know? Very exciting for Adam. He finds this big wood dock, friends. First time he's found anything on his plot of land, but it's some boards and some rusty nails, friends. All right, day 36 now, and the show moves to Tom. He's 35 years old from Earlysville, Virginia, and we see him in his shelter making a cool lamp, friends, out of this white mushroom. Fixes it on this wood stick. And he shines his headlamp from underneath, and it bounces off that white mushroom, lights up his shelter. Turns off the infrared. He shows us what it looks like at night. Really cool. Good on Tom. All right, he continues to build on the shelter. And we learned that Tom, so far, in 36 days, he's had 15 squirrel, 19 trout, 5 grouse, 1 rabbit, and 1 whiskey jack. And with all that, friends, he's lost 44 pounds. He sees a squirrel, nails the little guy, shoots a grouse, and he's so hungry, immediately he cooks and eats those 2 items, friends. All right, show moves on. Day 37 now, over to Carrie Lee. She's 57 from Sandpoint, Idaho, friends. It's 31 degrees out, and we see her making some berry fruit leather. And we learned that the fruit leather can last up to 2 months, friends. So good on Carrie Lee. Very, very good idea on the berry fruit leather. All right, day 39 now. Show goes back over to Adam. And he's the one that found that wood dock. We see him make a real nice wood bench out in front of his shelter. And we see him make a nice door, friends. A wood door for that shelter for Moss House. So now Moss House has a wood door. All right, day 39, Terry heads down to the river to fish. Terry's very hungry, friends, not doing good, very lethargic. He can't fish very well, he's not feeling good. Just kind of sits there and just chills, heads back to camp. We see him head back to camp, very lethargic, very slow. Day 40 now, and the show goes to Tom. Tom has a extremely cool shelter, but he needs more food, friends. Sets a bird trap, and he's trying to trap one of these small birds, and he's having a hard time. This bird keeps setting off his trap, but he's not catching it. And we see him go and forage. He's hunting, but he ends up foraging for some edible plants. We see him get a little bit. All right, day 40 now, and the show goes over to Timogen, 31 years old, from Montreal, Canada. And he opens up playing a game of Follow the Rock. He's throwing a rock up, we're following it up and down, and then the rock turns into a pair of Canadian underwear, friends. Contestants aren't allowed to bring a flag with them, so they were allowed to bring 2 pair of underwear, and we see Timogen bring 1 pair of underwear with Canadian flags all over it. He fills it up with some spruce boughs and hangs it over his shelter for a big old morale boost. He's got his country flag hanging on his shelter now. Good on Timogen. We see Timogen on day 40. He gets his first squirrel, friends. Goes down to the beach, cleans it right away. These guys are super hungry on day 40, friends. And we hear why he won't tap out. It's because of his incredible mother and incredible upbringing. He loves his mom so much that he won't tap, friends, he says. All right. Carrie Lee now. Back to Carrie Lee. Day 40. It's Carrie Lee mom's birthday. She has a big old piece of lichen and moss and dirt. She's pretending like it's a piece of birthday cake. She blows out the fake candles on it. And she's having a good old time. Good on Carrie Lee. She gets a squirrel for her mom's birthday dinner. Okay, friends, checks her trap. She gets a squirrel on one of the traps. But guess what, friends? That's only 540 calories. 1 squirrel. But she's very thankful. All right, day 42 now, friends, and it's a med check for Terry. Ooh-wee, Terry builds a big fire, the biggest fire he's had yet in his shelter, warms it up, takes his clothes off for us, friends, and shows us that body. Ooh-wee, he's getting very skinny, and they show up, friends. The medical team shows up. They do their evaluation, and they make the decision, friends. At day 42, they pull Terry for medical reasons, friends. And we learned that he didn't even hunt for the first 8 days. So he starts telling us he wishes he would have changed his strategy. He says he wish he would have foraged a lot more, friends. So make a special note of that. Hunting, foraging every day with the shelter build. It's a must, friends. All right, so now we're on day 42. After Terry gets pulled, we got 6 people left, friends. The show moves over to Tom. He's working on finishing that shelter, friends. Oh man, and Tom has a real bad fall. Hurts his back real good. And it's day 43 now, about 2:30 in the morning, friends. And Tom, he's not doing good. Not doing good at all. He's got pain going down his leg. His leg's getting numb. Low back pain. The show ends right there, friends. We got 6 people left. We don't know what's going to happen to Tom. He's injured. He's in bed in the shelter injured. 2:30 in the morning. The show ends right there, friends. All right. You know I love doing these recaps, friends, on the Alone Show. The way I do it, I just follow exactly how the show does. I go each individual person, and I just give you the recap. In case you missed the show, you can check out the recap and get a real good idea of what's going on, friends. All right. Before you leave the channel, please hit that subscribe button, friends. Bang that bell icon, and in that drop-down menu, do select all. Give the video a like, friends, and leave me a comment. Let me know who you think's going to win this thing. I have no idea now, friends. Getting real interesting. All right, friends. As always, God is good. God is great. I'll see y'all on the next video, because we already got a date. Alone, Season 9, Episode 7, titled The Birds.